started teaching business from actual personal experience. Do you have a degree in business? Do you have a college education? No. So you learned from your parents and from real life, and then you have been able, because of that, to teach business because you researched on your own. You got a general education in how to read, write, do arithmetic, all of that kind of stuff, and then you put that, because of your personal interest, you put that into learning how to be a businesswoman. And how has that affected your life?
That's a good question. My experiences in business have led me to be able to influence the business practices of thousands of stylists over the years.
Okay.
I mean, I've met with thousands and thousands of stylists over the years, helping them create a better life for themselves.
How is that possible?
Well, first off, I had to get out of the mindset of a typical business instructor, which was work comes first.
Okay.
And getting people to understand that we work to live, we don't live to work.
Okay.
Understanding what a stylist function actually is in the world of what we do.
Okay.
Like, what do we actually sell? How has it helped me, though?
Well, my question was, how were you able to get into connection with that many stylists?
So I went to work for a company, a hair company, let's say a hair color company, for lack of a better term, because they were the first company that I went to education with that weren't all about the big showy hair and all that. I love that stuff, don't get me wrong. That does not help me make more money. That does not help me feed my children. So I went to work for them, and I sought them out because they were the first ones who not only taught about business like behind the chair, but wealth building beyond that. And I was so moved by that they actually cared about people, not just shampoo or hair color, that I wanted to be a part of that. And so once I joined them, then I could really develop my skills, both behind the chair, running businesses, coaching other people, all those things.
Excellent. All right. And so with that opportunity and having learned the way that you've learned, how important do you think college is?
I think college is hugely important.
Okay.
I do. I did not go that route coming out of high school. I went straight into trade school and right into working. However, I could have saved myself quite a bit of heartache in the beginning, a lot of fumbling through that first business, had I taken the time to go to college and focused on business.
At that age, did you know that you were interested in, that you wanted to be in business?
No.
Okay.
No, I really didn't. Well, that's not true. I knew I would have to be. I did already know that. I already knew that everything revolved around business. Even a doctor has to market themselves because they can't practice. They can't survive if they don't have patients. So everything comes back to sales and marketing.
Okay. So you said you went to trade school, though.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that, how alike in your mind is that to going to college? As with, my question is based on the idea that college is supposed to prepare you to move out into the real world, where you will use the knowledge and learning that you have achieved in order to do what you were just talking about, which is make enough money to feed your family. As someone who went through a trade college or a trade school, do do you believe that the trade school did something to prepare you to be able to feed your children? Or what were the areas where you think a 4-year college or university would have been more helpful or less helpful?
I feel pretty fortunate in that I was pretty well skilled in researching and writing and communication, and I had some business skill. Unfortunately, trade school does not prepare you for any of those things. Or at least in the hair world. Private schools don't typically prepare you for that. They prepare you to pass a test, and that test is to get your license. That test is based on safety and sanitation in the state of California. It is not based on skill. You have to develop that skill on your own. Not all trade schools are that way. I mean, my stepson, he went to commercial diving school. Spent a lot of money. He spent 6 months there, and he came out knowing how to work. He also came out with job prospects. That's fantastic. So I think that trade school could prepare you for that. But in the current climate, most hair schools in California, private, don't prepare you for that. There's not enough business talk.
So if I'm hearing you right, I think what you're suggesting is that it's possible for someone to come out of a private trade school and know about what it was sanitation and
Safety and sanitation.
Yep.
Yeah.
But not have any skills to actually be able to do the job.
Absolutely.
And so they step into a hair salon or onto a construction site or something like that. And if there is no mentorship, if there's no program, or if there aren't people who are going to train them, then they can not know how to do the job long enough to just get fired because they're not capable of doing the job.